Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's another day of that's all funny, huh? Where we just talk about whatever. I don't know. Uh Today I've just been sleeping again all day. I'm just like whatever. None of these jobs have called me back. I saw my doctor. Was it this morning? No, it was yesterday, I think, and he put me on another pill. Well, for once, he upped one of my dosages of clonopine by one pill. I'm taking that 3 times a day, which has been helping, but it's making me very tired throughout the day. And then he put me on this pill called Avaletti, I think Avaletti, and it's fairly brand new. And apparently, it's just like a mixture of Wellbutrin and I don't know, I think cough syrup or something. Kind of, it's something that's already existed. They just like combined it, and supposedly that's supposed to help for depression. And I'm like, if it'll help me like with my anxiety, why not? And I don't know. They're trying to get it for me because it's apparently only name brand, and insurance doesn't really cover things when they're name brand unless you've tried everything else. And I mean, I've tried everything else. We've tried probably over 100 pills at this point, or 100 different medications. I've even tried that little shock therapy home device for a little while, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was helping, but it looked weird and it felt weird, so I stopped that. I should have. I should sell that. I could probably sell that for what it's worth. But anyways, yeah, let's look at the news here. Chipotle is testing out what they call autocado, a robot to speed up guacamole production, and it was what's the word? Only, only like gonna last for a while until they replace a good job a Mexican can do with a robot. Like, so now this avocado machine, the autocado, unpits it and depeels it, and then it has the avocado insides ready to create guacamole. And yeah, I mean, I've made guacamole before in a professional setting, so I know like it is a lot of work. I've found faster ways to do it. Now that they have this avocado machine, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of hurt by it because it takes away a good amount of jobs because that does take some work. I think the other day my father brought a personal sized watermelon and I cut that because like I've worked in grocery and they taught us how to properly cut fruit and avocados and stuff to prep for other things like guacamole or just fruit bowls or juices like drinks. So yeah, I cut up that watermelon pretty well. Like, it's one of those skills that it's like, oh yeah, I know how to do that. Like, I know how to make guacamole. But, if I have to, I don't necessarily enjoy doing it because it makes a fucking mess. But I know how to make it and pretty well. But yeah, this machine, it's taking all our jobs. What do you know? That sucks, but still kind of cool. And just at Chipotle, I guess. It's just testing it. Maybe it'll chop someone's hand off, and that'll be it with that robot. Hey, here's some news. The U.S. Secret Service ends the White House cocaine probe, and it said it. It says here they attempted to determine a suspect through fingerprints, DNA traces, and video evidence, but not been able to do so. So they are just closing the case. And it's like, really, something happened in the White House with drugs, and like the place where you feel like no crime can be committed because of all the cameras and all the people, and all the children and all the king's men, and you couldn't find out who fucking left cocaine on the fucking table or who whatever. Who's this cocaine belong to? I don't know. Are you serious? That is like, like, come on. Like, now you're just, insulting our intelligence when you're saying that you couldn't figure out whose fucking cocaine that was in the most secure fucking house in the world, essentially, you know. I mean, I'm sure there have been more secure houses, but this one's, I'm sure, got cameras everywhere. So what would we say if that was an ingredient for a sandwich? It would be bologna. Bologna. Okay, next news article here. Virgin Galactic to launch second commercial space flight next month. So I guess they're gonna send some people, you know, with space tourism, next month. Uh, yeah, and that's cool if you know I mean it's the second time they've done it, so they've done it before, but I mean we just had those fucking people with that Titan submarine incident with that Ricky Dinky fucking Little Rascals looking submarine that just killed people, and it's like, oh, we're gonna send people to space now. What? I mean, it's night and day because Virgin are a company that have been around a lot. I'm sure if anyone knows how to make a spaceship, it's a Virgin. So I trust them. But it's kind of funny that, like, you know, we just had that subway incident where, you know, the subway, it looked like shit and then people died. And everyone's like, why the fuck did we let people go down there? This submarine looks like shit. It's not even a submarine. It's barely a submersible, like barely by definition, you know? And whatever, everyone died. We already know the story. At least this Virgin Galactic spaceship hopefully looks good, and it's not a like we're gonna look at the picture and it's just a cardboard fucking spaceship with like balloons, you know, and then like little snorkels so we can breathe or something. Whatever. I don't know. I just think it's funny, the timing, but that's just me. Uh Here's another news, and this might be the last piece of news. Let's see here. The first transgender Miss Netherlands winner is getting a lot of negative online reception. What a surprise. How could we not have known that the internet, there would be a part of the internet that would not agree that a man won Miss Netherlands? But I'm staring at a picture of Miss Netherlands, and I mean, Miss Netherlands pretty hot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She, if it's a dude, she's a pretty hot dude. Good looking woman. I wonder how they're. I always thought like the women from the Netherlands were very manly, but like the women, because this is a man, obviously, as a woman. So you know he's trying to look hot or whatever because it's a modeling competition. But I know, like, I feel like a lot of women from that edge of the country or edge of the world look more manlier, and not necessarily in a bad way to where like they're ugly. They just look manlier. Like they could probably lift like logs like a mule and whole. You know what I mean? Like have muscle, but then they could still be like attractive and feminine, you know, if they needed to be. But it's weird to hear of the other way around, where a man wins Miss Netherlands and is actually like pretty attractive, like RuPaul on the level. No, I wouldn't say on the level of RuPaul, because no one will ever be on that level. But he's a good looking woman for anyone, let alone Miss Netherlands. And of course, people are gonna hate on it. They always hate us because they ain't us or whatever they say. But I don't know. I don't mind it. I mean, RuPaul. I've always known RuPaul. You know, the drag queen who's, you know, always at the top of you know. But they need to be in that separate. I feel like they need to be in a separate competition, like how they've had drag queens in drag shows. And the Miss America or Miss Pageants or whatever should be, you know, just the female and just the male whenever you have like Mr. Olympus or Mr. America or whatever the fuck they do for men as far as like bodybuilding. But then also the whole idea is it's weird to have these mixtures of time. Like you have a fairly new idea, which is having transgender people compete in contests of the gender they feel they are or believe that they are. But then this is a contest like Miss Netherlands where it's all about beauty and being feminine, and like the contest itself is very dated, but the concept of her winning is very present. So it's kind of an oxymoron, or it conflicts itself, like, oh yeah, we're trying to be new by having a trans person win, but then we're judging them on their beauty, and we're judging them on, like, very feminine women things, which is very dated, because we should see women as more than just pretty pieces of meat or whatever. It's very strange. It's an odd contradiction of ideas and beliefs right in front of our faces, and yeah, that's that's the world for you, right? Just a huge contradiction of everything. Like, do as I say, not as I do, and so forth and so on. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's a pretty good episode, especially at the end. I like the whole idea of the two conflicts of interest with with a miss pageant, and a man winning a miss pageant. Whenever you don't want to misgender them, you know what I mean. But yeah, we'll be here, every day like we always do with content. If you like wrestling, check out my YouTube, where I do have the podcast on their audio version, and then we do also have videos of me judging wrestling or just doing random content. I'll scratch a lottery ticket. I don't know. It's just we're throwing passes to the wall and seeing what sticks, and it's fun here. I'm losing my mind. And if you want to help support the show, check out the Patreon. You can join the community there for free, and I'll put some random stuff there that doesn't need a paywall. But if you want to help support the show, it's $5 a month on my patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola, and you can get ad-free shows, get bonus episodes, bonus content, and you get it a day early typically, so you get to hear it before everyone else. And also check out the website retrohorrorinc.com for That's All Funny merchandise, and just to commission great art from a great artist at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram. Check him out. He does all the work that you see on the show, and graphics for me, and the sticker packs and stuff if you want any of that stuff. So yeah, check it out there. And I want to thank y'all for listening. Like, subscribe, comment, rate, review, share, all that good stuff. And yeah, have a great weekend. I'll be here, right by your side throughout it all. So take care. Bye.